Hey, what's up, you guys? BDF44 coming at you with another video. So, hearing rumors, trades in regards to the Los Angeles Lakers, possibly the New York Knicks, stealing Ticket TV's content on this one. I'm getting it straight from him. And I've also seen some clickbait that showed a trade rumor such as this. So, I'm just going to put it out there and just leave it at that. From what I understand, Kemba Walker and Julius Randle for Russell Westbrook and the 27 first round pick that the Lakers have. You know, to be honest with you, I do this deal without even thinking. Now, do it. Don't even think. Hey, you can have it. Take the 27. I don't want to give away the 2027 pick, but what I understand is that Julius Randle alone can help us get picks. Him alone. Like, you can get Julius Randle and then trade him in the offseason and get a first round pick that's even better than that. So, I know New York is kind of tired of Juju. He's had some issues with them. I'm pretty sure they're going to trade him. My thing is, why in the hell the New York Knicks want Russell Westbrook's contract? You can get better for Juju just like we can get better for Juju. I don't know why the hell you would do that. Now, a lot of people are talking about the Lakers fit. Will Julius be able to fit with Bron and AD? Well, he's played with AD. You know, they have a pretty solid relationship. I don't care if it fits. That's the answer to this Laker. I don't care if it fits, bro. This is temporary. This is not something that you're going to do with the intention of keeping Juju long term. No, you bringing Juju in because he's a more tradable piece than Russell Westbrook. You can flip Juju later. You know what I mean? Or you can choose Juju and move on from Bron and AD. But the point is Julius gives you another asset that you can turn into more assets. And that's the point. We don't have any assets. Now, that 2027 pick, it is very important. But then again, it's so far down the road that we're still in hell as it pertains to picks regardless. You know, and we're probably going to end up giving up that pick between now and then anyway. We'll probably end up acquiring other picks if we're able to do a deal like this. So it's like, I don't care about that pick that much. The only reason why that pick holds so much weight is because it's the only pick we have left. You know, so as far as I'm concerned, I'd be happy to part with that pick if it can get me a return that gets Russell Westbrook off the books. And most importantly, I know for a fact that I can flip Juju for 2, 3, 4 different pieces that I can then flip for 2, 3, 4 different pieces. And that's how you get your flexibility for your future. So, of course you do this deal. This is a deal, Lakers, yes, you do this deal. You do this deal, and if they want THT2, you give them THT2 if that's what makes it happen. I don't care about the return. The point is we need flexibility so that we can have a future for ourselves, and most importantly, salvage any chance of AD and LeBron James having a future with the Lakers. Because as long as Russell Westbrook's attached to us, we're not going to be able to do that. You know, it's cut and dry. No, we can't do that. I think Russell Westbrook's fit in New York would be much better, especially if Julius isn't there, because he could still give you a triple-double, even though he's inept in some ways. At the end of the day, we know, based on what we've seen over the last several games, that he can still be a high-level contributor to a team. What he can't be is somebody who's going to help us win based on the size of his contract and the needs of our franchise. So, all in all, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? I'll do this quick. Let's do it now. What are we waiting for? Yeah, if New York's stupid enough to do this, by all means, make it happen and sweeten the deal just to thank them for doing it. I'll throw in THT just to thank them for doing it. That's how serious I am about making a deal like this happen. First of all, I never really wanted to give away Julius anyway. Do you know why? Because I always thought that LeBron James and Julius Randle were so damn strong together that you move LeBron back to the 3, you got Julius at the 4, AD at the 5. If you want to put Julius at the 5 and move AD to the 4, I prefer that because I hate AD at the 5. But putting Julius at the 4 and putting AD at the 5 means that AD can switch and have Julius do some of the banging against those big players anyway. It takes pressure off of us from a strength perspective so that we don't have to put all those 2 superstars on these big guys. Put Juju on him. He's strong enough to do it, and they can rotate when it's time to. Spacing is funny. But ain't it funny with Westbrook anyway? It's funny. And most importantly, Juju's a young player that we know. He had an all-star season last year. This year, he's playing bad. He ain't happy in New York. New York ain't happy with him, so they trying to move on. I personally think that they could probably get Ben Simmons with Julius Randle, honestly. If they sweeten the deal enough, they could probably actually swing for Ben. But maybe they don't want Ben. Maybe they prefer Russell Westbrook. I don't know what the Knicks are doing, but if they want to help us out, by all means, make it happen. I know it has been understood that Jeannie Buss and James Dolan are friends. You know, they get along. So maybe he would be willing to help us out in this situation. You know what I mean? Maybe that's an ally we can really rely upon at this point. I'm up for it, man. This is a deal that I would rejoice. I'll pop a bottle of champagne. I'll light a cigar for this deal. This is not about Russell Westbrook. This is about the flexibility that you can create from acquiring a tradable piece like Julius Randle. I hear that Kemba Walker can help us. I think Kemba Walker's closer to done than he is close to helping us. So I look at him as just another done player that we'd be bringing in. But who cares? It's a lost season. The season's lost. What we need to do is create flexibility so that next season won't be lost. And this deal will do that for us. This deal will do that for us. I don't care if Julius is a good fit for this season. I don't care if he comes in and doesn't play his best basketball. I don't care about none of that. Just give me a piece I know I can flip to get other pieces to make us a flexible franchise. That's a future path. What we have right now is no future path. We need someone to gift us a deal like this in order for us to have that future. This is a gift to Los Angeles Lakers fans. Understand? It don't matter if they even give us Julius Randle. Just take Russell Westbrook's contract off us and leave us with the cap space, for which is the most important aspect of this entire deal. If we happen to get an all-star like Julius Randle, that's manna from heaven. You kiss the stars. You thank God for that. That is something that you should all be happy to have. Worst case scenario, Juju gets here and gets hurt, and then his value goes down. Will it go down as far as Russell Westbrook's is right now, even if he's hurt? Hell no. The man's in his 20s. You got a young, talented player with an all-star potential. If he goes down with an injury, well, you have to take a year off. It's horrible, but hey, at least you know you got Russell Westbrook's $44 million contract off of your books. And I'm telling you, that's absolute worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you just picked up an all-star. One that is very, very strong. It gives us one of the biggest lineups in all of basketball, and most importantly, it makes us very difficult to guard. Because even if we have a situation where we don't start Juju, we bringing him off the bench, he's the best sixth man in all of basketball as soon as he comes into our lineup. Now, issue number one, Franklin Vogel makes everyone worse. It's just understood. That's just sorry, it's just true. I do expect Juju's numbers to come down here. I do expect him to put Juju in funky lineups. I do expect this not to be a good fit based on that. But if we fire the coach and bring in somebody else, maybe we can get something out of it. I don't know how Julius starts on this team, though. Now, I have to rewind to that point. I don't know that we're ready to put LeBron James back at the 3. I certainly don't want to put Juju at the 3, even though he does like to dribble the ball and do things of that nature, and he's a 4. Through and through. Maybe a small ball 5, for which we love to play small ball. So I'm not worried about putting him at the 5 because it's just something that Franklin's going to do. But I'm telling you, this is a win-win no matter what. Even if we're not able to get Julius Randle back, it's a win-win, baby. I'm telling you, you want this. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the truth. We don't even have to get Julius Randle. We can ship him somewhere in a third team and bring back the picks, and have Julius go to a place where he can actually start and continue his career the way he wants to. I know he loves Dallas. Maybe I've heard rumors about maybe Porzingis not necessarily being somebody that Dallas wants. Maybe we swing and deal and try to bring him in. I mean, there's a lot of different things the Lakers can do once you get Russell Westbrook off your books. You can do a bunch of stuff. Because the point is, Russell Westbrook, in theory, is untradeable. In theory, he's going to hurt you in terms of allowing you the flexibility to get the other guys that you need to make this a championship team. Randle is definitely not that. Definitely not that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's about flexibility. That is the only thing the Lakers need to be concerned with right now. Flexibility. You want to acquire someone that you can flip for picks and players. Once you have that someone, you have the choice to do that. But right now, we're hoping that the Knicks do something for us. So, nah. This is something that I don't expect to happen because it's too much like right. This is something that the Lakers need to happen. This is something the Knicks probably shouldn't do. And I just feel like the Knicks should not want this. I think the Knicks fans should be screaming to the top of their lungs, do not do this. Russell Westbrook's contract is awful. It's not. It is cancer. It is a plague upon your franchise of the highest order. Understand what I'm saying here? I'm not kidding at all. You don't want this, New York. We need this. You don't want this. So that's what I think. This ain't happening. This is too good to be true. This is like one of those situations where we say, okay, I'm going to win the lottery today. No, you're not. You're not winning the lottery. But if it happens, praise the Lord. That's exactly what this trade rumor is. So I'll be happy to get rid of Russell Westbrook for anything that will help us provide flexibility. I don't believe John Wall does that. Even though I've been hearing those conversations, I think John Wall and Russell Westbrook is a lateral move. Us giving up 27 to get John Wall back is that's hogwash. It's no good. But this deal, Julius Randle, and Kemba Walker for Russell Westbrook in the 27 pick. Now that, you got it, New York. You want that 27 pick that bad? You got it, buddy. You can have it. I will turn Julius Randle into other picks, and I'll be just fine. That's what it is. And or somehow I fall in love with this weird fit of Julius Randle, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James, for which now you can move LeBron James to the 1. See, my mind is starting to move. Now I'm starting to move in different directions. You ain't got to play LeBron in any of them forward spots. You move him to the 1. He's a primary ball handler. You don't even need Russell Westbrook at all to be your primary ball handler at all, because LeBron James can do that anyway. We can sit Russell Westbrook down and still be good right now. I can argue probably better if we do it that way. You move LeBron James to his natural position as the best point guard in the world, for which we know he can be. Oh my God, that works. And then you put Julius Randle at the 4, AD at the 5, AD at the 5. It's not what I love. We already went through that. Yeah, they can play in the same lineup together. You just got to put LeBron at the 1, for which he excels at. Oh yeah, this is a no-go. This is a go, rather. This is a go. This is a no-brainer. That's what I'm trying to say. You definitely do this. Oh, and we're impossible to guard. Now, mind you, spacing is funny. Juju was shooting 100% from the three-point line last year. Like, I don't know, he turned into Steph Curry last year, but he's back down to normal this year. We know who he is. This is our guy. You know what I mean? When it comes to Julius Randle, we know what his strengths and his weaknesses are. We watched him develop. We seen how he would get 2 charges a game or 3 charges a game. We know he only goes left. We know he likes to dribble too much. We know all of that. Still better than what Russell Westbrook's giving us. Let's be real. There's nothing that Julius is going to do in a negative light that isn't worse than what we're getting from Russell right now. Nothing. At all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. At best, they're the same player, only Julius is bigger and stronger and younger. Yeah, it's a no-go, man. I mean, this is a no-brainer. No-brainer. You have to do this. Genie, if there's any way you can make Dolan do this, do this. Even if you have to give him a couple $1 million under the table, do this. You will have a very happy Laker fandom. We will all be very happy once you do this. You must do this. This has to happen. Yeah, do this. And not only that, but as I said in the previous video today, Juju should have never been gone in the first place. We should have signed him to a 1-year deal when LeBron James was here while the kids were here. We could have flipped him then and gotten something for him rather than letting him walk to New Orleans for nothing. That should have never happened in the first place. He was our number 7th pick. We watched him develop. And the moment he leaves here, 1 season removed from New Orleans, he turns into the best version of himself. Now we can get him for the cheap? Hell yeah, bring him back. Yes. This is obviously a lopsided trade going the Lakers' way, so of course as a Laker fan, I want this to happen. If I'm the Knicks, I'm screaming to the top of my lungs, do not do this. I'm throwing fits. If I'm a Knicks fan, I am throwing absolute fits. You do not value the 2027 pick that high. Hell no. Even if you're tired of Juju, you keep shopping him for something different. Again, they could probably get Ben Simmons for Julius Randle if they sweeten the pot a little bit. So, hell no. If I'm the Knicks, hell no. If I'm the Lakers, oh my God. Please, Lord, please let this happen. My name is BDL44. Thank y'all for watching.